International Women's Day program with first a prayer, which will be done by Pandita Gayatri.
My humble namaste to each and every one of you, our wonderful audience. Let us all join in prayers. Please let us clasp our palms. Very important. Om. 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 We call God's name Om. We ask for peace. We ask for His guidance and His protection. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yadbhadram Tana Asuva Om Agne Naya Supatharaya Sman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yuyodhyasmaj Juhuranameno Bhuishtante Nama Uktim Vidhema. The Gayatri mantra. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Let us chant Om Yajagrato, asking God to bless our minds with beautiful and benevolent thoughts. Om Yajagrato Duramudaiti Daivam Taru Suptasya Tathaivaiti Durangamang Jyotisha Jyotirekam Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste.
Thank you, Pandita. So peaceful. Now, as you all know, we're here this year to celebrate International Women's Day. And the theme for this year is Balance for Better. And everywhere I go, I see everyone having their hands like this. So it's Balance for Better. Entering an exciting period of history where the world expects balance. We notice its absence and we celebrate its presence. So, as you know, we as women, we are multitaskers. We do so many things. We're always thinking ahead. We're always planning what's the next step, what we can do. From the time we get out of bed, we're planning. So I am so happy to be a part of these wonderful women. We are all unique and we all play a major part in this world. As a little quote says by Kavita Ramdas, we need women who are so strong they can be gentle. So educated, they can be humble. So fierce, they can be compassionate. So passionate, they can be rational. And so disciplined, they can be free. So, without further ado, we are going to stand and we'll all say the pledge, since we are so indebted to this beautiful country called the United States of America. And this will be led by Isabel.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much, Isabel, so brave. Well done. Well, now we're going to have a Geet by our one and only Bayan Savika.
Nothing is possible without God. As we sing His praises today, Mujhe prema ka amrit pila do Prabhu. Give me a taste of your sweet nectar, O God. Mujhe prema ka amrit pila do Prabhu. मुझे प्रेम का अमृत पिला दो प्रभु मुझे प्रेम का अमृत पिला दो प्रभु जीवन नैया डगमग डोले जीवन नैया डगमग डोले व्याकुल पंछी पी पी बोले इस नैया को पार लगा दो प्रभु मुझे प्रेम का अमृत पिला दो प्रभु तन नगरी में पाप का डेरा तन नगरी तुम बिन प्रीतम कौन है मेरा अपनी शक्ति का हाथ बढ़ा दो प्रभु मुझे प्रेम का अमृत पिला दो प्रभु देश की सेवा में जीवन बीते देश की सेवा में जीवन बीते यहाँ काया हो काम किसी के मुझे देश की सेवा सिखा दो प्रभु मुझे प्रेम का अमृत पिला दो प्रभु मुझे प्रेम का अमृत पिला दो प्रभु मुझे प्रेम का अमृत पिला दो प्रभु
I think so, yeah. Thank you so much, Bhai Safi, because we're setting the mood. So far, we've been going with a beautiful prayer, soothing. Then we had the pledge, and even the git that was sung even added to that sweetness. Without further ado now, we're going to have our one and only, we always call her nurse, but we are calling Bahin Vijay to give us a speech. Over to Bahin Vijay. I'm sure something on health.
Namaste, everyone. As we all know, we are celebrating another year, International Women's Day. Happy International Women's Day to all of us. And the theme for this year is Balance for Better. And one way to do this is to take better care of our health. My topic today is on diabetes. Diabetes is a disease in which the body's ability to produce the hormone insulin is impaired, resulting in abnormal absorption of carbohydrates and elevated levels of glucose in the blood or urine. There are different types of diabetes. Type 1, condition in which the pancreas produces little or no insulin. Type 2, it's a chronic condition that affects the way the body processes blood glucose. Type 3 is prediabetes, condition in which the blood glucose is high, but not high enough to be type 2. And then we have gestational diabetes, a form of high blood sugar affecting pregnant women. Signs and symptoms of high blood glucose: frequent urination, increased thirst or hunger, unexplained weight loss, fatigue, irritability. The treatment for high blood glucose, well, you have to follow up with doctor. That is very, very important. But drink a lot of water and take your medication. Symptoms of low blood glucose: confusion, heart palpitations, shakiness, anxiety, excessive sweating, and lightheadedness. And the treatment for low blood glucose, you drink some orange juice or some sugary drink or even sugar. Normal glucose level is between 60 to 100. After eating, it should be less than 40. Pre-diabetes, the result should be 100 to 126. 126 or greater is diabetes. The A1C level for a normal person should be 5.7 and below. Pre-diabetes, 5.7 to 6.4. And for diabetic patients, it's 6.5 or greater. Diet for diabetes: low carbohydrates. Avoid sugary foods, avoid bread, pasta. Instead, real food, which includes protein, natural fat, vegetable, meat, fish, eggs, vegetable, fruits, and nuts. Most importantly, follow up with your doctor. Your primary doctor is very, very important, and that should be the first reason, the first person for you to follow up with. With this little information, I hope you all understand a little, and let us all balance for better in making our health most important this year. Thank you very much, and namaste.
This is the reason why she has that profession called nurse, and it's such an important job. Now, as Bhain Vijay said, diabetes, when I was younger, we never heard about diabetes. But now, even the kids are getting diabetes, not the type 1, but even the type 2 diabetes because of maybe their diets, or they're not doing enough exercise, or things like that. But growing up, I used to think that only old people get diabetes, and it's not the case anymore. And I just wanted to give a little, the other day I made cauliflower fried rice. So my mother-in-law usually, she's pre-diabetic, so her blood sugar is usually 130, 136, 120. But the next morning, her blood sugar was 108. It means she didn't eat carbs. She had all vegetables because it's cauliflower and it's all the other vegetables in this fried rice. But it's something good to note, you know. I said, well, this does make a difference because we're so accustomed to our roti and rice and all these things that really breaks down into sugar. And we don't even maybe, I'm not professional in that field, but I know that we need to change our diet. Thank you so much. But let's put our hands together again and give our one and only Bahin Vijay a big round of applause. Now we are going over to Bahin, Pandita, I said Bahin, Pandita Amrita, who will give us a Geet. We were waiting, so here you are. Let's sit back and listen.
Namaste, everyone. First of all, I apologize for being late. We had a few things that we were supposed to take care of earlier, but nevertheless, we're here. And like anything, let us all join in page 104 in the Atma Geet. For all of us, mostly my mothers, a few fathers who are here, mostly sisters who I call Didi, all females. We remember God in everything we do. We say, O protector and ruler of the universe, O mansion of joy and peace, stream of love, friend of the weak, destroyer of pain and poverty, O eternal, indivisible, endless, beginningless, perfect, eternal Brahma. O you incomparable, unseen, unstained refuge and master, praised by human communities, we praise you, pray to you, and seek to be one with you. O friend of all living beings, nourisher of the three worlds, O you who give shelter in life's difficult moments, give us shelter in all moments, not even only in difficulty, but all moments of life. त्राता विश्व विधाता हे सुख शांति निकेतन हे जगत्राता विश्व विधाता हे सुख शांति निकेतन हे सुख शांति निकेतन प्रेम के सिंधु दीन के बंधु प्रेम के सिंधु दीन के बंधु दुख दरिद विनाशन दुख दरिद विनाशन हे जगत्राता विश्व विधाता हे सुख शांति निकेतन हे जगत्राता विश्व विधाता हे सुख शांति निकेतन नित्य अखंड अनंत अनादि नित्य अखंड अनंत अनादि नित्य अखंड अनंत अनादि पूर्ण ब्रह्म सनातन पूर्ण ब्रह्म सनातन हे जगत्राता विश्व विधाता हे सुख शांति निकेतन जग आशय जगपति जगवंदन जग आशय जगपति जगवंदन अनुपम अनख निरंजन अनुपम अनख निरंजन हे जगत्राता विश्व विधाता हे सुख शांति निकेतन प्राणी सखा त्रिभुवन प्रतिपालक प्राणी सखा त्रिभुवन प्रतिपालक जीवन के अवलंबन जीवन के अवलंबन हे जगत्राता विश्व विधाता हे सुख शांति निकेतन हे जगत्राता विश्व विधाता हे सुख शांति निकेतन हे सुख शांति निकेतन हे सुख शांति
Namaste, everyone. It's a pleasure to see all of you wonderful mothers, sisters, daughters, bhaujis, and everything else attending something that we celebrate for ourselves, women. And not to forget our loving fathers and brothers who have joined us here. We really appreciated the support that you have given to us for over the years. And you will also hear what women go through as we go on with this program. Without further ado, thanks to my co-host, Bahan Mahanta, to fill in for the program. Right now, we'll have our illustrious Pandita Indrawati, who needs no introduction. She is a household name in this Gurukul. Very stern Arya Virangana and Pandita. And we look forward to hear what Pandita has to contribute to us today. So we welcome you, Pandita, and everyone will give you their rapt attention because we can't wait to hear what you have to say.
Namaste, everybody. I don't know how when Kamla found all those words, but I don't know which dictionary she used just now, but I do feel a lot less than that. I don't know. All right, once again, I must let you know when Venuka asked me last week, can you make a presentation? I said, really? She said, yes. I said, how many minutes do I have? She said 10. I said, okay, I'm going to tape my time within 10 minutes. Looking at the theme, I picked up one flyer and it said, balance for better. Let us address that theme as it is. Balance for better. What do we hope to balance? First question, what are we expected to balance? Was there an imbalance before that we're looking for balance now? Maybe there was. Maybe there was, I'm not sure. But the fact that the team came up means that they are looking for something that is missing somewhere at some level in some of us. So what do we hope to, what are we going to balance? The life we live today, making choices relating to our ultimate goal in acquiring this human birth. And that is the balancing my material life with my spiritual life. And that is balancing body with soul. You heard one input here just now regarding balancing the body, meaning taking care of the body. Next question, why balance for better? I'm trying to get this through, I don't want to extend your time. I took a little mantra from Yajurveda and I have to share that with you. And it says, Om Andhan Tamaha Pravishanti Ye Vidyam Upasate Tato Bhuya Ivate Tamo Yau Vidyayam Rataha. This is Yajurveda and I take these comments from the Arya Sanskar Pradeep. And the translation is, into blinding darkness, and to those who focus on the spiritual sciences, the physical sciences alone, meaning math and science and language and this and what technology and all of that. But more blinding, as it were, Ved says, is the darkness for those who take delight only in spiritual science. So just reading mantras is not enough. And studying sciences, physical is not enough. Ved says, into blinding darkness, each one enters. So what would be the solution? And this is the next supporting mantra. Om Vidyam Cha Yastad Vedo Bhayam Saha Avidyayam Mrityum Tirtva Vidyamritam Ashnute. What is the solution? As against balance, using only one side, one wheel only, as it were. where it says spiritual sciences and physical sciences. When we explore and pursue both of them together, we overcome death through physical sciences and we attain immortal life through spiritual sciences. That's where mantras and Veda and Yajna and meditation and yoga, and that's where it comes in. Next question, where to balance? Where do you balance? We balance at home, we balance on the job, we balance on the street, we balance in mandir, we balance anywhere we find ourselves, in any form of interaction, at any level, with anyone. Balance, balance, balance. Remember that. Not only in mandir, not only at home, but everywhere we find ourselves. So long as we can strike a balance, and we'll tell you what the balances are just now. So how do we balance for the better? We need to educate ourselves. Unless we're educated, whether physically, mentally, socially, emotionally, spiritually, we cannot balance. And so we can balance our physical life in terms of nutrition. That's one aspect of it. And nutrition also includes not only meals, but yoga. And if you have been looking at Baba Ramdev recently, you have been seeing some really, really, really life-saving strategies. Please do make sure you do that. Mental, educating ourselves to be stress-free. Challenges will come, but do I have the resources to ensure I do not overbalance with stress, my mental state? Social, emotional, my moral ethics, my moral conduct with my social behavior. I'm here, I'm this person. I go behind the door, I'm another person. Balance. Whatever your values are here, whatever our values are on this side, make sure the same is projected over there. Or else we become somebody else over there. Balance all the time. Intellectual balance. Strive every day from the cradle to the grave. It's a learning process. Make sure, even if you're at home, make sure you learn something. Technology has gone so far, you can sit at home and learn so many things on your TV screen. Do not tell yourself, I have passed learning stage. No, it's not. Go on acquiring not only social skills, cognitive skills, intellectual skills. Learn, learn, learn. Make the time. Make the time. Spiritual skills, spiritual education, spiritual advancement and betterment. How many days, how many time, how many minutes in the day do I pick up a Veda? Or a limb of the Veda, one of the Shastras? All these printed materials are coming out from Gurukula. Do I make the time or just look at these social programs on TV? Spiritual, I need to balance also. And then cultural. Have I made any efforts or do I make efforts to make cultural advancement and cultural betterment in terms of language, our language? You want to kill a nation, kill a language first. You want to kill a nation, kill a culture. Coming to Mandir 4 days, 4 Sundays a month is not enough. Do we make the efforts to have musical education, vocal education, spiritual education, intellectual education? How are we going to balance if we don't make an effort to move from this level to the next level? Who will balance? Matriman, Pitriman, Acharyavan, Purusho Vedaha, Swami Dayananda Saraswati, Sanskar Vidhi, Satyar Prakash. Matriman, Pitriman, Acharyavan, Purusho Vedaha. Mother is the first teacher of the child. And that's why I think we give this special day for mothers. They don't have a Father's International Day. They don't. Because mothers are above fathers in so many ways. No injustice, no prejudice, but that is a fact. When God created the world, he endowed women, the female gender, to procreate. When a child is born, The child knows the mother 9 months more before anybody else. Before anybody else, and that's an established fact. Nobody can change that. Before a child is born, he knows his mother for 9 months. So when he's born after that, he knows everybody else after that. So whoever he knows after that, or she knows after that, mother has 9 months more love than anybody else. So children, remember your mommy. Swami Dayananda Saraswati, I work with my team. Tell me when I'm over. Wrapping up now. In his formulation of the 10 principles of Arya Samaj, he states, संसार का उपकार करना इस समाज का मुख्य उद्देश्य है, अर्थात शारीरिक, आत्मिक और सामाजिक उन्नति करना. For the upliftment of the world, this society was formed. That's the main purpose of this society, this noble society, to uplift the world. How are we going to do that? He said, sharirik. First, we have to be well here. We have to be physically well to carry on the task. We have to be physically educated to educate others. We have to be physically skilled to teach other skills. If I don't know, I can't teach you. So it begins with sharirik, me, atmik, sharirik, that's the body, the person. Atmik, and then I'll start with my soul force, and the soul force, spiritual development. Then samajik, then I can go improve the society. If I am not well, I cannot improve anybody else. I have pains, I can't move around, I can't speak properly. How am I going to teach others? What improvement can I bring to others? And so, to do good to the whole world, like the principle says, what do I need to do? I need first to make me physically, mentally, socially, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually prepared so I can serve others. If I'm not, I can't serve anybody else. I can't. So, while cooking and serving is important, and cleaning, that's good, of course it's good. What is the motto of MDG, Maharshi Dayananda Gurukula? Lessening human suffering and educating human minds. Where does the education start? If we're going to educate human minds, then we have to educate ourselves. So, how can we do this? First thing, can we start with Yajna? My Yajna, Sandhya Yajna. Then I'll do congregational Yajna. And take a lesson from Yajna, the fire of Yajna. It never goes down, it goes up. And it burns everything that comes in its way. Can we make the effort to eradicate all challenges that come? If not all, at least most of them. Let us make a determined effort to ensure whatever comes in my way of progress, may I make diligent efforts, concerted efforts to ensure that obstacle is removed from my way on my onward journey. So, closing. Question. What progress, what effort, what initiative, what sacrifice have I made from Women's International Day 2018 to 2019? What have we done? Have I done anything to raise my level of intelligence? Have I done anything to raise my social skills? Have I done anything to raise cultural awareness? Hindi, Sanskrit, music, yoga, study of the Shastras, nutritional well-being, musical talents, solving and addressing social issues, student challenges, mentoring students to make productive educational choices. Prudent, have I done anything like that from last year to now? Coming every year, one day a year, and I have nothing to show as an improvement or progress from last year, we need to do better than that. One appeal I have right now. Every Mandir has ongoing classes on Ramayana, Gita, Upanishads, yoga, music, Hindi, Sanskrit, youth forum, cultural classes. Can we proceed to reinstate any of these instructional classes in this Mandir? How about studying the life of Swami Dayananda Saraswati or the Shastras? We had Nari Shiksha some time ago, and I have to make this statement. This is my closing statement. Nari Shiksha had made efforts to study the Havan, Sandhya, Ramayana, Vedurniti, the three principal Upanishads, among the many other printed works of this Gurukul. Personality clashes completely hacked that once progressive group of dedicated mothers and sisters. Can we reinstate? Ball is in your court, everybody. Can we reinstate some kind of learning, some kind of teaching, whatever it is? It's a sore point, and at a personal level, I am sore about it. So if there's anything anybody can do, I think I went on mark. Please make sure, as a concerted effort, as a determination from today, we have classes available in whatever possible area you have resource persons. Namaste and thank you.
Thank you, Pandita. We all heard on a spiritual level, a high level of spiritual level, that Pandita executed her message. And last year, I remember the theme was Press for Progress, and Pandita enforced the fact that this Gurukul was meant for learning. And I did mention that one of the barriers that ladies are facing in order to continue their classes here is a ride to the Gurukul. That has, I feel, and I'm sure all my sisters feel the same way. If our husbands care about us enough to appreciate what we have been giving to them, and in return is willing to give back, can't they give you a ride one day a week to the Gurukul so that you can be here to educate yourself and do something better for yourself? I challenge, if a woman is strong enough to convince their husband to make that sacrifice for one day, we will see more women in this Gurukul. And also, we will know which are the husbands that don't care enough for their wives because their wives wouldn't be here. So, husbands, take note. We can't be the housewives all the time, as Pandita said. We need to educate ourselves. And we're intelligent enough because we make so many choices. We make choices for our jobs, our homes, our children, our husbands, and we think for them. We do everything for them. Please, husbands, I know we are streaming right now, so who are not here, I'm sure they're still here. Or if there is a volunteer, to give people rides. But one of the things that I don't agree with the volunteering of giving people rides is when you give a person a ride, you're totally responsible for the safety of that person in your vehicle. And sometimes it's not an easy task. So everyone's family need to take that effort, to make that effort to assist them. And this Nari Siksha would be a better class, and it will be a bigger class, and Pandita is willing to share whatever she has learned, and Pandita Gayatri, all the Pandits, and not even the Pandits, we can all share our ideas with each other and make us stronger women in the spiritual level, because I'm sure intellectually at our jobs we're powerful ladies, but in a spiritual level, and just to do something good for our souls, it's probably a good idea. So without further ado, let's not take what Pandita says lightly. Let's put it into practice and sweet talk our husbands and get them to come out here with us, and maybe there'll be a male class while they have a female class too. So it's not just a one-way stream. So let's balance for better, as the theme is. What can we balance? Let's try to balance our kochar with our husbands and try to get them here. Right now, we will have to break the sanctity of speech. We'll have a beautiful song or bhajan by our sister Usha Jaikaran. Thank you for listening.
Raju. Namaste, everybody. Happy Women's Day. And let us continue to help each other to rise and shine. Bahin Kamla specifically said to me, no bhajans.
जाना नहीं, चले जाना नहीं, नैन मिला के है सैया भी दर्दी, सैया भी दर्दी। चले जाना नहीं, चले जाना नहीं, नैन मिला के है सैया भी दर्दी, सैया भी दर्दी। मेरी कसम तुम्हें मेरी होके रहना, मेरी कसम तुम्हें मेरी ही होके रहना। दिलों की बात किसी और से नहीं कहना, दिलों की बात किसी और से नहीं कहना। बड़ी दुनिया से, बड़ी दुनिया से रखना छुपा के है सैया भी दर्दी, सैया भी दर्दी। चले जाना नहीं, चले जाना नहीं, नैन मिला के है सैया भी दर्दी, सैया भी दर्दी। नन्ही सी जन मेरी कहूँ ना जाऊंगी, नन्ही सी जन मेरी कहूँ ना जलाऊंगी। छोड़ के मुझे कहीं चल तो न जाऊंगी, छोड़ के मुझे कहीं चल तो न जाऊंगी। भूल जाना नहीं, भूल जाना नहीं, दिल में बसा के है सैया भी दर्दी, सैया भी दर्दी। चले जाना नहीं, चले जाना नहीं, नैन मिला के है सैया भी दर्दी, सैया भी दर्दी, सैया भी दर्दी, सैया भी दर्दी।
Thank you so much, Usha. Bye, Usha, I keep calling her. She's one of the most genuine people that I know. God bless you. Thank you so much. Let's give her a big round of applause. Okay. The next person, the next item on the agenda would be a speech by our one and only Big Pandit Amrita, as Guruji calls her. She was a teacher in Guyana, I've heard, and I'm sure she has something educational to give to us today. Let's put our hands together. Pandita Amrita.
Thank you. Now, my sister said I was a teacher back home, but I still am, and I've just completed my bachelor's in early childhood special education. Namaste to all. And I'm very impressed today to see so many people. It's my first, I'm not sure if I was here before, but like every time we have a celebration like this, I'm always doing some homework, studying, doing something for college, but thank God I'm finished now so I can attend. I'm really impressed today, as I said, to see so many people so nicely dressed and everything. It's International Women's Day. When does this really started? From research, I saw that it started in the early 1900s, and it is still going on, and it's to highlight the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women and their contributions. Now, why up to this day, it started all the way there in the 1900s, why is it we're still celebrating it today? Why? It's because the original aim of Women's International Day is not fully achieved. The original aim was to achieve a gender balanced society where there is equality for women throughout the world. It is still not realized. So they're continuously celebrating it with the aim that in the future something is going to happen where where women will be having equal opportunities as the men counterparts. Now, we heard before that the theme for this year is Balance for Better. Last year, the theme was Press for Progress. Now, what does that mean to us? Balance for Better, what does it mean? I think in order to really realize what is going on in the society globally at large, we should concentrate a lot on ourselves as individuals. We should work towards the theme to first balance our personal lives before trying to create a balance in society. Let us look at ourselves. As it was earlier said by Panita Indrawati, that why do we try to balance the society? Let us look at ourselves, how we can be better. What did we do throughout the year, from last year to this year? How much improvements have we made? And so, as I said before, we should try to look at ourselves first before trying to balance the society and to try to make other people better. Now, there are elements in our lives that needs more balancing. And these elements can be divided into two categories. First, we look at external things that we are involved in: our work, relationships, and activities at home. Those are the external ones. Then we have the internal one, where we look at ourselves, our mind, our heart, our health, as my sister Vijay has just said too. For work, we try to push ourselves to achieve certain goals instead of seeing the bigger picture and enjoy what we do. For the social aspect, we try to satisfy our social desires versus taking time for yourself. Family, we fulfill our family responsibilities, which we're supposed to do as mothers. But we also have to create healthy boundaries. Think of ourselves, not only of the family. Fun. We allocate so much time for things we enjoy doing versus making sure we don't overdo it. For the internal aspect of us, our mind, we challenge ourselves intellectually versus creating opportunities for your mind to be resting. Heart, are we giving joy versus receiving joy? And health, Vijay said, eating, drinking, exercising properly versus resting and treating yourself to some extra thing. Those are some things we should do. And all these things are positive things. They're on the positive spectrum. But sometimes we know, as the theme says, balance for better. And as I look in the computer, I saw people demonstrating what they mean by balance. And I see them having their hands this way. And we know from prior knowledge what a balance is. If on one hand we have too much of something, I need to put this down. Like this, if the balance is like this, if we have too much on one side, it goes down. And if we have less, it goes up. If we have enough, it's balanced. So that is how we should try to balance ourselves too. Make sure that whatever we do, it's always balanced. So it is helpful to check on ourselves to make sure that whatever we're doing is the correct thing. And there's some other things I want to let you know from introspection. You acknowledge. Take some time to really look into your life, your state of mind, and how you're feeling. Be honest with yourself and notice the areas of your life that you're neglecting. It happens all the time with us women. We do not think of ourselves. We put others in front of us. Do that introspection. Look at yourself. Ask yourself, how can I be a better person? What am I doing that I'm not supposed to be doing? How can I be better? Examine. Notice if you're leaning towards an internal or external force, or if there are areas within each category that you would like to be more balanced. Set goals. Look at the outline to help you decide which ways you want to balance yourself. Set your goals. If you want to pass an exam, you have to set a goal. And there are so many times I keep encouraging people, set a goal. How long you do not set a goal and a time for something, you'll never work towards it. Plan your tasks. Make a list of daily, weekly, and monthly tasks that you need to do to achieve each of these goals. I just said that. What have you tried in the past? Did it work? If not, what can you do differently? Reflect. What is the most important thing you've accomplished in the past? How did you focus towards this goal? How did you handle your fears, doubts, anxieties, worries, and negative self-talk? How does it feel to know that you accomplished the goal despite challenges you face? Prepare. What will keep you from sticking to your plan? What can push you off track? For example, sometimes we do not really eat healthy. And we said, you know what? I know I shouldn't eat French fries. But you know, just as one time more, I'm going to eat it. You know, we keep saying things like that. Empower. Be kind to yourself. Balance won't feel good if you're cruel to yourself in creating it. Connect. Connect and share your problems with someone. That is so important. Sometimes we have problems, we don't want to tell anyone. But sometimes when you share your problems, you talk to somebody who is more knowledgeable than you are, that person can help you, and your problems will be relieved. Plan. When you plan, you can accomplish any goal in life, but it takes time and effort to overcome your habitual patterns and create new ones. If you stay on track, there is a good chance you will create new habits to enjoy a more balanced life going forward. I'm going to end here now, but I hope that we will continue to make a huge effort to make ourselves as individuals, to make our homes, to make the people around us, help them to balance their lives. Some people are not fortunate like some of us. They need you to talk to them, help them out. They may have difficulties balancing. They don't know how to do it. We may know. I do not say I know, but we may know. Help somebody who is less knowledgeable on that topic. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Pandita Amrita. Lots of information regarding balance and the choices we make. Our next item is a little social event, and I will have Renuka, our mother, to introduce and explain what the event is all about. It's a surprise. Would you like it? Okay. As we all know, I'm not saying this out of anything favoritism, that Renuka and her entire family always contribute to almost every event that we have, and even donating so much that unbelievable. Thank you. God bless you all. And now we're going to have by an auntie giving us a fun activity. A fun activity. It's a surprise. She would give us the rules for this whole event. Over to Bahin Arti.
Namaste. Okay, one of the, oh, by the way, excuse my voice, I'm a little under the weather. But one of the important things I think of sisterhood, womanhood, is laughter. Just spending time together like we're doing today. Just making new memories and having fun. So, it's part of the balance that Bahin was talking about. So I wanted to play a game with you and compete for some wonderful prizes, but there's a catch to the prize. Because all the winners, you have to do something for me. And when the prize is revealed, then you'll figure out what it is you have to do. Avani couldn't be here today because she's busy with midterm exams at college, but I have the cute and capable Benjamin here. Benjamin, can you come up, please? He will be my assistant, and I'd appreciate a round of applause for Benjamin. He will be very capably helping me today. And of course, Avita, if you could help me out also, I don't know where she is. But the game we're gonna play today is bingo. Yes, and Benjamin will help me share the cards out. And of course, once you get bingo, you can yell bingo, you can stand up, do a little anguri or whatever you want to do, more the merrier, and we'll take it from there. All right, so let me get the cards. Yes, you have to help me share this out. Oh, wow, it's a lot of cards. Wow. A lot of cards. A lot of cards here. You take some. Mom will take some. I'm ready. Okay. Come on, go on. Give it out. No. Give it out.
That? How you doing now? Huh? Yes.
Oh, Mom. Mom. How many is each person taking? Everybody has a card? I think you need about 5 or 10. I mean, you might need a little bit more if you don't get all across at one time, but let's see. I didn't call out yet. I only brought 100 cards, so I don't know if we have, I think it was 100 cards, so maybe somebody could double up, right? Oh, they have extra cards there, a lot of cards. Yeah. And if you don't have enough chips, just steal from the person next to you. It's all okay. No, don't steal, take. Okay, are we ready? Okay, what? So, yeah, so once we're ready, I'm going to call these numbers. And if you have the number that I call, you're going to place a chip on that number. And the object of the game is, in order to win, you have to cover all the numbers in one line across, or one line down, or one line in the middle diagonal. Right? The middle one is a free space. And remember, you get a better prize in the way you call out bingo. Okay, first number is B1. Oh, yeah. Okay, okay, go ahead. Can you shuffle this one? No, shuffle this one.
And one needs to be here all the way down this way. Okay. Okay, you need to.
So B1 would be looking at the number, the letters across. So B is that first one, and then you're looking down to see if you have one. And I have B1 there, so I'll cover that one. Or it could be G49 or whatever it is, right? So go that way. Okay, so we'll do B1. B1 is the first one. What? G51. G51. You got it? Oh, it looks like a winner coming up in these front rows on the left-hand side. Oh. N38. 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 G57. G57. Everybody good so far? O69. Oh, you can't have bingo already by Kamala. There's only 4 numbers called. O69. I27. I27. Yeah, I told them the space in the middle is free, so that's, you get that automatically. 067. 067. What? Bingo? Oh, mistake. N45. N45. Oh, 68. Oh, 68. B9. B9. No bingo yet. G59. Everybody is very silent. G59. Just a quick question. Anybody has 4 covered so far? Oh. Oh, they're being coy about it. Okay. Quiet. 066. 066. I-28. Oh, they need chips. I-28. My helper is doing well too. B6. B6. No bingo yet. B8. B8. That's a very difficult bingo. B8. I-19. I-19. N44. N44. No. Oh, yeah. N33. N33. Everybody has chips? N33. O63. O63. I got a feeling about this one. Let's see. I-21. No? No bingo? I-21. Okay, this one. O64. You got it? Okay, I'll be thinking you can check her, validate her, make sure she's not like Bahin Kamla. O64. You gotta get up and okay, so auntie. Okay, Benjamin, go and let Grandma choose one from this. Go take these to her. She has to choose one. That will correspond to her gift later. Let her choose one. Thank you, Benjamin. Okay, and we continue. So that one, you'll put that one away, right? And give somebody else the chips from now on. That card is finished. Yeah, give somebody the chips. N42. We're continuing. We have more prizes. N42. You have bingo? Oh, G48. G48. Oh, 65. Oh, somebody has? Oh. Oh, 65, and somebody in the front needs chips. Oh, 65. She has bingo? Oh, you got to yell out bingo. The free just get covered, yes. Yes, that's part of you. You have it? 2 bingos, 2 bingos. Woo! Okay, Benjamin, go on. Huh? No, she didn't get bingo? Okay. Over there. Avita will show you, Auntie will show you. Whoever had bingo, lift your hand so Benjamin could see you. Can let her choose one from that. Okay, and we continue. 073. 073. And that card got to be put away now and the chips reused. 073. I-17. I-17. You got it? G53. G53. N40. Oh, bingo. Bingo over there. Woo! I don't know if they have this one. Okay, Benjamin, go on. Over there. Did you guys get N40? G60. G60. I-30. B4. Nobody? B4. You got the bingo? Oh, okay, B4, good. You're close then. Okay, we'll have to get some from somebody else for you. 071. Bingo! Okay, Benjamin. Okay, gotta go. You going down to chips? She needs chips. Bingo over here too. Woo! Bingo over there, one over there. We're trusting these people. These Mandar people. Check Norlene number. You got chips? Okay. Benjamin, how many cards you have left? That's how many prizes we have left. 074. Oh, she has bingo. Bingo over there. 2 bingos. You have 1 left? Moms, you have that other prize? You brought it? Okay, good. Okay, there's somebody else that got bingo somewhere. No, in white. Okay, apparently we have 1 more prize, so let's keep going 1 more. N35. Yeah, so that's 11. N35, B11, B13. You got it? 2? Yes, 2 people won. 2 people won, so we're going to have to come up with another prize there. I have another prize. Okay. Here, 11 and 11.
11 and 11. Who's the 2?
One here. Here, this is. Okay. So, the people with the prizes. We finish, and whilst you're, if Avita, if you can collect the cards to me, and moms, if you can collect the chips. So now, these prizes, just like we're here, spending time together, having a little fun, a little laugh, we want to keep that going. So these prizes, as you open each one, there'll be a date where Bahen Runika and the rest of the Mahalia will decide what date of the month there. And you have to come with this gift, bringing what's identified at the bottom of it. So Bahen Lalit and the rest of the Mahalia will decide on a date of the month there. And you will bring your gift with the item that's identified on it to the mandir on that date. And one other thing, as payment for me, you'll invite me. So, who has number 8? Okay, so you can open up your gift and tell me what's at the bottom, what you're bringing. As you open it up, I'll get other people to give. Who has number 7? Who has number 7? Okay, well,
Here. Kier.
Yes, we're here in this bowl.
In this bowl.
Okay. Who has number 3? And if you can't cook, then somebody else come here. Okay. Let's see. I'll help you. Okay, this is a grill. And what does she have to bring? Chana, either curry or boiler fry. And what do you have? Rice, let's see your gift. Strainer. That is so cute. 2? Okay. Number 2. Yes, number 2. Let's see if you can help Auntie out there. Let's see. Auntie, you look like you can cook very well. Okay, let me see. Dal. That good? Okay, good. And by the way, how obvious is it that everything is all my favorites? You had a number 2? Good job. Good job. But Auntie beat you to Grandma beat you to bingo. Next time you're going to win, right? Okay. 5. Who has 5? Who has number 5? You had number 5? Okay. Huh? Oh, okay. All right, so take the 5 since I have the 5. Give me the 4. And here. Let's see what you have. Open it up. So right now we have dal, rice, chana, kheer. We're going good. Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Katahar.
Katahar curry. You take this one since you had a double. Okay, number 1. Who had number 1? Okay. Let's see. Oh, let's see.
Oh.
She has a beautiful dress. Yes. Here you go. Here you go. You can use this. A roti. Number 6. Number 6. Let's see. No, we already have rice. We already have rice. Aloo curry. She's good. Let's see.
We get rice, we get kheer.
We get roti.
We get roti, we get...
Bara out the I don't care how you get it. You buy, borrow, beg. Okay, number 4. Let's see. What you gotta learn to make?
Potato curry.
Okay, and then we had the 2 left, right? We had 2 more left. 1 and 2, right? We have another one? Number 9. Why am I missing 1? Why am I missing? Yes, there is 1 missing. Because 1 didn't call. 1 item, no. 1 item that I brought wasn't called. It's probably in the car. Well, just to let you know, Norlene, you bring in vermicelli. Okay, and then for number 10 and 11, from Baja and Dominica, you bring in tea. So you got the tea already. And who else? Thank you for putting up with me, and I hope you had a little bit of laugh. And don't forget to invite me. Yes. Yes. Yes, let's get the win.
What you got to bring?
I know. I should come up with something for you. You get off too easy. Yes, bring it back.
While everyone is coming up, I hope everyone enjoyed this little break with a little bit of fun and laughter. These are things that sometimes we don't think about, that ladies can have fun and behave like children in the midst of it all. So I suggest that you all, when you have ideas, volunteer your ideas, and maybe once in a while we can have some fun stuff going on too, and not just straight jacket as they call it. So I really appreciate the little fun. Thank you, Banarti. Then Dr. Tara. I want to recognize Guruji is here, and Guruji don't want to speak because he says it's a women activity. But at least he could have told us that if we look nice or not, because we don't have a shower and kishti and stuff today. So, Guruji, could you tell us how nice we look today? Please.
Namaste, everybody. I am saying honestly, my elder brother, Dr. Tara, is here. We went to a memorial for Pandit Umadattaji Maharaj. You know, we live in a community, many mandirs. Everybody is not Arya Samaj, everybody is not Sanatan, everybody is not Christian, everybody is not Muslim, but all of us are children of God. And when there's an activity and people look forward for eminent, not that I'm eminent, but when they look forward for eminent leaders of the community to come and pay them a word of homage and veneration, it becomes our duty to go. So Dr. Tara Ji and I, we went there, but I didn't want to come in because I didn't want to interfere. You know, sometimes mothers and sisters and daughters need to be given their freedom to organize their activity. And, you know, I've been watching you, by the way. This streaming is a great thing. I've been watching you. You all have been doing very well. And indeed, you all look very, very pretty. No, I mean that. I'm not saying it jocularly. But one thing, if Hillary had won those elections, me and Krishan and Shiv might not have been able to enter this mandir because you all would have taken over. But, you know, you all are lovely, you all are nice. Didi Renuka, Bahin, Larita, everybody, you all organized this activity. Quite a few people, I know they have their hand in it. This bag did not come from here, all right? Dr. Taraji has one and I have one. But whatever it is, I'm happy. I'm so happy our son is over there, our Amrit and all these wonderful people. I didn't see Raju, but I saw our son David. I said, wow, very nice. Everybody came to, you know, when you make one big aloo curry, Sai today cook aloo curry with broccoli and don't know what and what. And I tasted, I put this little rice and I'm just telling you this, and I put a little bit of the surwa and she had burger inside. So when I tasted it, the salt was perfect, the masala wasn't too much. I said, it's a perfect combination. So this is like an aloo curry. This one came and added this. This one came and added this. This one came and added this. And the end product, at the end of the day, all of you will pat each other on your back and on each other's back, and you will say, we had a very nice activity. And for that, I commend you all. One last thing. Women historically and traditionally have been put on the side. I put something on Facebook. There are two views on women. One view is they are inferior to men in strength, bodily strength and intellect. That's the view. It's not true, but that's a view. They're inferior to men in body strength. They're inferior to men in intellectual strength. They are inherently unclean. In certain religions, women can't lead the prayers. They can attend. They can't lead. And because one reason why they can't lead is that they're inherently unclean. And all of this being so, they must be kept in subjugation, and if needs be, beaten into subjugation. That's one view. The other view, which Rishi Dayananda came, I'm writing his history right now, and I'm seeing all of this. He said, women, when they give birth to a whole new generation. When they rock the cradle, they rock the world. Women are like earth. Look at me. Earth, north-south axis is like this. And meaning submission. Not in a negative way. Look, and it goes like this. And because it's tilted that way and it goes like that, the seasonal cycle is always in operation. When it's winter, then it's spring, then it's this, then it's this, then it's this, come back to winter. That can only be so because she goes like this. Because the earth is like this, it gives way for change. You always, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday comes again. Change and change. Only because the earth has tilted and it's in motion. At one time I used to read the sun is not in motion, it's at one place. But the sun is important too. If the sun doesn't, look at me, at one time, here's the sunlight on the earth. And when it goes this way, here's the sunlight at the back. That's the quality of the earth. And mom and wife and daughter-in-law, in their different roles, they ensure that there is change, newness, there is birth, there is growth in the house. That's what mom resembling earth, that's what she does. And that being so, listen to this now, she's not to be pushed aside and subjugated, but she's to be elevated, esteemed, and honored in a restricted sense. Mother, wife, daughter, sister is God. And I told them on Facebook, with this view, come to the Gurukula and participate in this program. So that's what I'm telling you. IDs are streaming, right? Are you streaming? You all are gods. All of you are God. And stay godly. If a father dies, the mom can carry on the home. But if a mom dies, I hardly believe the home can carry on. He might try hard, can't. Many mothers have fathered their children, but many fathers can't mother their children. What a mom can do, Bhai Raymond wrote, woman can do all that man can do, but man can't do all that woman can do. Something like that. Let's keep our, when they marry and come in your home, give them a time to adjust. When you send one from your home to that home, they must give your daughter time to adjust. Don't jump on them for every little mistake they make. Give them a chance to grow. Give them a chance to adjust. Namaste. I need my bag now. Don't give Bahin and Rauti my bag. You get a bag, Bahin Rauti? Huh?
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Guruji. You have been our leader, and you have always put women in the highest pedestal in this mandir, I must say. So we need to give him a big round of applause. Okay, and now we'll ask Dr. Tara Singh, who is no stranger to any one of us. He's an activist for change. He's an activist for change. And here we are, we're going to ask Dr. Tara Singh to give his two-piece. About change.
Thank you very much. Namaste. And congratulations on International Women's Week, or Women's Day, I think. It was during the week. I echo everything that Guruji says. From my own experience, I can tell you if my mother was not in the home, something is missing. And one time she was missing for over a week, and the whole house was collapsing. So she was, what they say, the Minister of Internal Affairs. And the father is the Minister of External Affairs. He will look after things outside the home. One of the things I know, and it bothers me a lot, if you look what's going on in India, when you got a girl child, many of them are being killed as soon as they're born because they got to give dowry. That's a huge scandalous thing. The Nobel laureates at one time said millions of children are being killed. So when I look at an Indian movie and see how they embrace a child, I really can't reconcile that with reality. What I'm getting at too, that women are being abused rampantly in Guyana, in Trinidad. and it's being hidden. Because if they only expose it, the men will not continue to give them support, etc. And it's all linked to drinking and irresponsibility. If you read the papers and follow what's going on in Guyana, it's really terrible. They recently released a report of how many women are being abused. Those are the few cases, the tip of the iceberg, that are being reported. Most are not being reported. So what I'm getting at, women, as Guruji said, should be elevated. But we, the men, are not doing a good job. We are not good fathers, good husbands, etc. And we got to work to do it. It's a partnership. It's no, when I go to wedding receptions, I hear people make speech. Behind every successful man is a woman. No, a woman is at the side or even in front. So we got to change some of this narrative that we apply. And for me, I always said that the greatest person in my life was my mother, and I always see women in that role. Without a woman in a home, it will collapse. I can tell you that. There are a few men who are exceptional, very few, but they are the minority. The general rule is we have fallen down on our responsibility and duty. We have fallen down on our responsibility not only to our wives and children and that, but also we are falling down on our responsibility towards our religion, etc. I can tell you one of the things I want to leave you with, you can come for spiritual growth and development, but please don't neglect your health. Your health is very important. The old Spanish people, Latin people used to say, mens sano in corpore sano, a sound mind in a healthy body. You bear in mind, don't get the two work. Religion, spiritualism, and health goes hand in hand. They work in what scientists call in a symbiotic relationship. So once again, I congratulate you. I'm always at home at this mandir, at the Gurukul, and thank you for allowing me to share this great moment with you. God bless you, and happy Women's Day.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tara Singh. You always have something to share with us about Guyana, about our roots, always. Thank you, Dr. Tara, and thank you for all the work that you do for our community. Further, our next item is going to be done by our little Neil, who is our upcoming star. Right, Neil? Are you ready? Or you want me to put something else in the meantime? You're ready? Okay. Our little Swami too. Now let's give him an encouraging applause. Come on, Neil, let's go.
Namaste, everyone. Today I will be singing a bhajan in regards to International Women's Day. भरोसा कर तू ईश्वर पर तुझे धोखा नहीं होगा भरोसा कर तू ईश्वर पर तुझे रोना नहीं होगा ये जीवन बीत Namaste.
Thank you, Neil. Neil is one of the upcoming Swami of the Maharshi Dayananda Gurukula, along with many of our wonderful committed children. I don't see Pandit Dr. Vinesh here today and his sister, our lovely child here. And Neil and his family, they were born with a gift, because that little girl, I heard she sang the song from Premratandan Payo. And that is not an easy song. And if that child is probably less than 8, maybe, and she sang that song, they just have it. I think they hear these songs playing and Guruji CDs, and they just absorb it. And these are not things that you take your child to a music school to learn. They naturally have it. So we need to nurture your ability and hope that you always is a part of this Gurukul and grow with the Gurukul and be humble, and God will bless you all to do more. Without any further ado, one of our other budding Mataji, Pandita Gayatri, she is not only a mother, she is a grandmother, she is just a lovely, wonderful person with great vibes that when you're around her, you can feel the love and you can feel the strength, and you can feel the passion she has for religion, and not only religion, for family and for people on the whole. So Pandita, you're here with us year after year. We can't say enough how much we appreciate you all the time when you're around, and we just hope that you continue to live a very long life so that you can be with us for over 100. Thank you. Can't wait to hear what you have to say.
Thank you. Thank you, Behenji, and my humble namaste once more to each and every one of you. I have not written anything to say, but I've just gathered some information, what I notice in the community all around I go. I move around a lot, plenty places, many cultural places, religious functions, and I see things that sometimes bother me. And I have that in my mind to say. First of all, women and respect. Respect for our culture. Our people, I remember in Guyana, when our mothers, when they go to a function, they are so well dressed. I know this nice orni they wear, they cover up their hair. Any function or to a funeral home, they are so well dressed. You know where they are going. And if we are going to a party, we are well dressed because we have to be looking very nice, dressed up. If we go to a function and someone sees us, they can say, oh yes, that person is going to a religious function. So I always have conversations with my grandchildren. When we sit down, I tell them about long ago and the way they are today. The way they dress today. Sometimes I tell them that, you know, when I'm going to a function, if you are not properly dressed, I will not sit near to you, I will not walk with you, you know, because I am different. And you all see the way I go when I go somewhere. So I would not accept you as my granddaughter because, you know, it's not nice. You have to follow. What you see, you have to follow. We follow what our parents did. And nowadays, what I notice, like even when we come to Mandir, sometimes Guruji says, mothers, please put on your dupatta, which he should not have to say. We have to know it. I went to a Mandir, the Sikh Mandir. From the time I came to the door, a lot of us came, I had my kishti on, and they said, look, you all have to take a piece of cloth from this basket and put it on your head. You cannot go in there barehead. This is not something what people have to tell us, my dear sisters. We have to know where we are going and how we have to go. I went to a reading, a Muslim reading. My God, I could have dropped dead. every single woman sitting in that home was so well dressed. Everyone was well covered from the smallest girl to the oldest lady. And there were just 2 Christian people who were there bareheaded and 1 Hindu lady. And it looked so odd. I said to myself that when we go out and we see these things, we must learn. We must take something from it. I went to this function, and what I saw, let me try to do something better than what I was before. And even the Muslims, when they go to their mosques, let us go and check on the roadside by Liberty 127th Street when they have their functions. Everyone is well dressed. You could see no part from them, only their face. They respect their culture so much. Only Hindus, they do not care. We do not care how we go, where we have to go. It is very important for us as women. If we know it, let us try to teach others. Let us set example for others. Coming to our mandir, we must have a responsibility that, you know what, this is my mandir, this is my Gurukul. When it is time, if we have to reach there for 9:30, let us try to make it 9:15 so we can help to spread a sheet. We can help to prepare because the mandir doesn't have people working there. We have to have some kind of responsibility to help, to make things better. We are the ones who will have to make things better, not anyone else. Let us do not wait to reach running and rushing for 9:30 to come and sit. Who will prepare? On Sunday mornings, Bhai Lakshmi, he makes sure that he leave to reach here. He's bothered about this time for opening mandir. If the boy is here, if he is not here, people will be waiting outside. Those are responsibilities. We have to be responsible for things. We have to be concerned about things, not only to go to the place. Make preparations. Let us try to make preparation. These are important things for a better tomorrow. We are the ones, we the women have to show and set an example for the rest of the people. We have to be the ones who will have to lead. And if we are leaders, we have to act a responsibility part. Sitting down with my grandchildren, I always talk. I was talking with some of the boys, and they were telling me, when they see me read, they say, you have an exam tomorrow? I read and I write. I said, no, I don't have an exam. I'm trying to be a better person. Because when I go out there, people call on me to say something. I have to be prepared. So you all don't waste time. When you sit down, don't gossip. Take a book and read something, pick a newspaper, read something, you will learn. I always teach them and tell them. They said that, you know, Aji or Nani, if you want to see what women do, you have to go out on Saturday night on Liberty. If you want to see what, I said not women, not all the women, there are some. You have to go there and see what they do. There is no respect. They have no respect for others. Well, I said, I can't control that. But you know, it looks so bad for women to disgrace other women. It is a disgrace because people, they say, women. They do not say some women, they say women do it. And we have lots of conversations about that. But what I am more interested in about, my dear sisters, that when we go to a function, let us go properly. Let us respect our culture. This came from generations after generations. Now they tell you, this is not Guyana, this is America. You have to follow. Follow what? Follow the good things. There are good things, there are bad things, but which one will you follow? You have to make your choice. Follow the right one. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, this is my little message. I hope that we can continue having the responsibility to make a better tomorrow. Let us try our very best. And with our children, when we have them prepared to get married, let us teach them and show them how they have to perform in the next home. Because they were born in our home, we taught them something. When they go to another home, they have to accept the teachings of that home and continue. And there's a little joke which I would like to share. A friend was telling me that, you know what, I went to one of my friends' home who newly got married. And I visited her. She and her husband were there sitting. I was talking all the time. The two of them have nothing to say, they answer. And she said, she went again, and she said that, why are you two so quiet? You don't speak to each other? So the girl said, yes, when I want something, I ask him. I said, brother, you don't speak to her? Why you all behave like this? You have to speak with each other. You don't have anything to say? So she told her friend, the girl, that she called her friend one side and told her that, you know what? When your husband is leaving to go to work, do you tell him anything? She said, no, he collect his lunch and he gone. And he don't tell her that I'm leaving? She said, no. So, you know what? When he is leaving, you talk to him and say, my dear, you know now they say, what they call each other? Honey, my dear hon, you know, buy sugar. Must tell him, buy sugar. So the poor man didn't know what she was telling him. He bought sugar in the evening. He came with sugar and he said, I bought your sugar. He put it down. The next day when he was going, she said, bye, honey. And in the evening, he bought honey. So she said, I didn't tell you to buy honey. I was just calling you honey. And he said, oh my gosh. You know, we never talked about that. You never told me anything about that. But she said, well, from now on, I will tell you, buy honey, buy sugar. Don't go in the store and buy sugar and honey. And that is a little joke. So with this, I would like to say that may we all try to practice our very best in our culture and pass it on to others. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Pandita Gayatri. Thank you so much. And you know, it is so true that I have this observation where when you come from Guyana, and if Guyanese say it as it is, they see you put on weight, they'll tell you put on weight. In America, nobody says that. And we need people like Pandita Gayatri to tell you as it is. Thank you, Pandita. Now we'll have, thank you again, sorry. We'll have a rendition by David, who has been coming to Mandir for a while, and we're happy to have you, and we'd like to hear your piece. So we'll have a musical rendition by our one and only, by David. Give him a round of applause.
Namaste. Okay, so I play tabla. And I think it was mentioned before that women should, or people in general should get musically educated. And if you want to learn timing, at least timing and basics of music, tabla is probably the best place to start. So I'll just explain some basics, and I'll do a small demonstration / solo for you guys. So this is tuned to a note. Right now it's tuned to C. Maybe a little off tune, but it's close to C. And you see how it resonates and rings, which is not a characteristic of the dolak, for example. So a good tabla, if you're buying one at least, should be tuned accordingly to this. So here, it's sa, sa. Then if you play this, it's re, re. So you see how they match there? If you play it and sing at the same time, you feel sort of a matching of pitches. And another important thing is balance. So chat would be playing na, which is the syllable there, like this. And top would be here. And they should have the same general sort of tone. So right now this is like a, I guess, perfect tabla for tuning. Some basics of how it's played. So we have, the tabla is a sort of vocal tradition also. Whatever we play, we should be able to say, and every single sound has a name. So on the bass drum, ka. It's a flat sound. Ge. And it can be, according to the pressure of the wrist, you can have different sounds. So and when you combine the two drums, you can get different sounds. I'm just gonna put this on here. So there are many instruments in Indian music that we don't see in Mandir. I think tabla is probably the most advanced that we've seen in Mandir, at least. Instruments such as sitar, sarangi, esraj, harmonium, which we have here, they can all be used to accompany tabla when you're playing a solo. So I'll just play, I have an application on my phone that can play the sarangi or any sort of instrument that can hold timing for me when I play. So I'll go right ahead. So this is 80 beats per minute. So as you can see, I was just playing in a time cycle called Teen Tal, which is 16 beats. So the point really is to play in a cyclic manner where I start and end at the first note, which is a sum. Okay, so I got a little nervous. I messed up a little bit, but hopefully that just gave you an idea of, I guess, the capabilities of instruments that you do see in Gurukul and instruments that you haven't seen before or heard before. So thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Bhai David. And you know, I can't play any musical instrument, so I know that comes with a lot of practice. So let's give him another round of applause. Thank you so much. Now we'll have a geet by our one and only again, Pandita Amrita. And I'm putting a notice behind Chandra and Aji. Okay? Just after this. Thank you.
Namaste again, everyone. As Diyusha said, the consensus was no bhajans, but they didn't tell me that in the beginning, so that's why I started out with the bhajan. But like anyone, First, like I said, we remember God when we start anything, and then afterwards, as it's getting to be more towards the end, in order to keep you all entertained, I'll keep that filmy songs consensus going. So it's all for all of us, and I would like to wish all of you here, including the fathers and brothers, a happy International Women's Day. I echo everything that Guruji said, and I would like to add, there's nothing that we can't do, and we all know that for a fact. Guruji's speech actually said that. If anything, we can do more than the fathers and the brothers and husbands, for all of you that are married, can. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. दीदी तेरा देवर दीवाना, दीदी तेरा देवर दीवाना, हाय राम कुड़ियों का है जमाना, हाय राम कुड़ियों को दाने दाना, धंधा है ये उसका पुराना, धंधा है ये उसका पुराना, हाय राम कुड़ियों को डाले दाना, हाय राम कुड़ियों को डाले दाना, दीदी तेरा देवर दीवाना, हाय राम कुड़ियों को डाले दाना। मैं बोली के नाना, तू इमली का दाना, मगर वो छुआने में आया दीवाना। मैं बोली के मछली है दिल मेरा हाय, वो खरबूजा लाया जो नींबू मंगाए, पगला है कोई उसको बताना, अरे पगला है कोई उसको बताना, हाय राम कुड़ियों को डाली दाना, हाय राम कुड़ियों को डाली दाना, दीदी
खुद से बेगाना, आज बंदा है ये खुद से बेगाना। हाय राम कुड़ियों का है जमाना, हाय राम कुड़ियों का है जमाना। भाभी तेरी बहना को माना, ओ भाभी तेरी बहना को माना। हाय राम कुड़ियों का है जमाना, हाय राम कुड़ियों का है जमाना, हाय राम कुड़ियों का है जमाना, हाय राम कुड़ियों का है जमाना।
At the time that the Geet was made, it wasn't very popular, or not the time, but Kuriyo ka hai zamana means it's now the time for ladies, women, and girls. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, our sister, daughter, grandchild, Amrita. We really appreciate you singing that beautiful song, and we know Behen Sevika is talented in singing, her grandchild is talented in singing, but I'm not sure if maybe you all are hungry and all that stuff, so we don't want to keep the program too long, but if you want to listen to Behen Sevika, which she also is very talented in these spicy kind of songs, you can tell us and we can feature her one more time. For now, we'll feature our sister Abahan Chandra. This family is a very committed family of the Gurukul. Not only upstairs, but Bahan Jamie has been so instrumental in giving up a lot of her luxurious wealth to build this mandir and to support it. And along with her family, they help upstairs, they help downstairs, and we can't ask for anything better than them. Their actions alone are showing that they do care about this Gurukul. And if we have a few, we do have a few, but people like them is what will create a longevity in this mandir. So our sister Chandra will now speak, and then right after that our illustrious Mataji Sheila Bhagwandin will speak. And it's your vote whether you want to hear Bahan Sevika one more time. So think about it.
Oh my. I would like to extend a warm namaste to all. Our theme for 2019 Women's Day is balance. I love this word because we can incorporate it in every aspect of our lives. When we find balance, we find peace. For example, when Hindu perform Havan, we try to purify the soul. When we do yoga, we take care of the physical body. This is how we try to find our balance. Our mandir also has balance in its spiritual leadership. When Dr. Satish is not in Gurukul, we have many panditas. As a mother with 2 daughters, it gave me great joy to see female-driven leadership in a well-established Gurukul. Dr. Satish, I want to commend you on taking such bold move. In this polarized time, the world is watching. As it has been said many times, when you educate a girl, you educate a nation. Together, we all thank you for this courageous move. I want to end this by saying none of this is possible without Bahin Renuka. Not only does she organize every Sunday meal, but she organizes every event in this Gurukul. She has a dedicated team of about 30 opinionated women, and we know how difficult that can be at times. Although we don't always agree on everything, she has the leadership skills that unite us all. Our goal is to see that Arya Samaj flourish wherever possible. And Maharshi Dayananda Gurukula set its standards. Thank you, Dr. Satish, and everyone for listening. Namaste.
I dance without music, right?
Today, we all know it's Women's International Day. And the theme was balance. But how much of us has balance in our homes? It's a very difficult thing to say, well, we have balance with the masculine gender and the feminine gender. It's a very, very difficult thing because women are always left behind. And, oh, heck, I've just lost my name. Yeah. Women International Day is a story of very ordinary women as makers of history. It is rooted in the centuries-old struggle for women to participate in society on an equal footing with men. Women International Day is far more than a moment on a calendar. It is a day not only to renew our determination, but to make the world a more prosperous place and to recognize that where opportunities for women grow is a world where possibilities for peace, prosperity, and stability grows. Even we must educate our children, our women, our girls. There's an old thing of, we're not so, you know, you have two children. The one is a boy, one is a girl. It happened to me. My mother was a single parent, and she said, who to educate? Should I educate the boy or the girl? Well, she said, the boy will have to run a home and his family. So my mother educated my brother, but she made me educate myself at home. So there is where I got my education from my mother. So we must educate our women spiritually and academically because women have the same rights as men to study and preach the philosophy of the Vedas. And we've seen it here, thanks to Guruji. Lots of blessings to him. Women are leaders everywhere. You look from CEO to the CEOs in big companies. You watch the housewife who raises her children and head the household on a budget. Women are real architects of society, and they win their victories not through fighting or bravery, but through persistence and courage. So let's all work together to reduce the incidence of violence against women and children while helping the poor and single parents to see they are given the necessary guidance and leadership to take charge of their lives. An old English saying, excuse me, men, women are born with intelligence, whereas man achieves it. And sometimes men, it is trust in them. Always remember, women are power and strength. They are the Shakti of any community. I'd like to give you a few examples. I like to read about the history of the Indians from India. That's my favorite. I always Google their names and read their history. So I'll just give you a few. You know Gargi. She was the first woman philosopher of the world and Vedic wisdom in the 7th century. See, India had fallen through the years. Rani Durgavati fought in the war in the 16th century, and postal stamps were made in 1988 to honor her as a freedom fighter. Can you believe that? Well, we know about Draupadi, fought for honor in the Mahabharata war. And Sarojini Naidu, freedom fighter, first woman governor. She was a poet, wrote so many books, Broken Wings and Bird of Lime. I read Broken Wings. You can Google it and find the names of these. But my favorite heroine, I'll tell you, is Queen of Jhansi. How many of you know about her? Her name was Lakshmi Bai. She fought in the uprising by the British. Born 1835, led an army of 14,000 rebels. Died in 1950. She was just about 29 years. She used to go to war. Her first child died. And they adopted a boy, I think her nephew. And he used to go to war with her, sitting on the back of her. If you Google her name, and you'll see the pictures. She was known as the warrior queen of Jhansi. She became a symbol of resistance to the British Raj for the nationalists. She died when she was just 29, died in war. And Mirabai was a poet. We all know her. Her devotional bhajans are unmatched. But let's go to Guyana. I think we all forget about Guyana. We had Winifred Gaskin, who fought with Dr. Jagan from the beginning. You had the first woman president, Janet Jagan. You had Jessica Burnham, a great fighter with our late president. And we all know of Kausila. 44 years she was when she was mowed down while struggling for higher wages for the workers. Mother of 4, she died on 25th of November, 2014. Voting for women in Guyana, the main thing for us, that's one of the best things. We started, women were allowed to vote in 1953. Do you know that Susanna Salter, 1860 to 1961, she was the first woman mayor in the United States. So women are great people. We're all great people. We run our homes on a low budget, and we educate our children, even if you gotta wear a dress today and wash it tonight. We wash our children uniforms in the night, press it in the morning, so they can go to school to educate our children. So a big clap for all the women.
Aji, thank you so much. You see, Aji said she didn't go to school, but listen to the amount of information that she gathered to give us. Even many of it I didn't even know of, about all these great women. And not only that, in modern times, she knows to Google. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, we have, as you say, we're balancing for better. And now we have our little young lady who, you see what happened today is going to leave an impression on this child's mind. And we never know, in 20 years or maybe 20 years from now, she would be our next leader running to make women better. So let's give Isabel a big round of applause.
She will be singing an English song for you today, made popular by a singer by the name of Andra Day. And I'll just read a little bit, like 2 verses of the lyrics. And I think it pertains to us women, encouraging us to, when we're fallen and we're trodden, get up and rise up again. When you're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we're gonna walk it out. We're gonna move mountains, we're gonna walk it out and move mountains, and we'll rise up. We'll rise like the day. We'll rise unafraid, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. Here's the women.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we're gonna walk it out and move. Mountains, we're gonna walk it out and move. Mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, and I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, high like the waves, and I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you. when the silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move. Mountain to bring it to its feet. Mountains, and I'll rise up. I'll rise like the day, and I'll rise up. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again for you, for you, for you, for you. All we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other. And we will rise, we will rise, we will rise up, we will rise, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, and I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again, and we'll rise up, high like the waves, and we'll rise up, in spite of the ache, we'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again, for you, for you, for you.
Could you stand up, little munchkin? Whose grandchild are you again? Was that effort your own effort, or was that your grandma's effort? Your own effort. Do you sing in your school band? This is an effort by your own. Great job. God bless you. I see American Idol, but this is Gurukul Idol, your idol. And Guruji always encouraged broad-mindedness. So whether you sing your song in Hindi, which dominantly is what goes on here, there is no problem, but your voice is so beautiful that I see big things happening. So good job. I just have 2 quick announcements before we go on to Bahan Sevika, and that's your vote to hear her sing the closing song. There is 2 things there is a situation that happened in the community recently, and I thought that people knew about it because this happened to my mom, has been passed for like 30 years, and it had happened to my mom 30 years ago, and recently, somebody sitting in this Gurukul, it has recently happened. And you probably heard about scams. It's not internet scams, it's a phone scam where somebody calls you on the phone and tells you about a sad happening with a family member of yours, and they are so convincing in what they say to you, they lure you to give them money. And I know they're very convincing that you would really believe it's true, and they have a family member that they're soliciting, say it's my child and my child is in jail and she wants $5,000 to bail them or whatever. So it's so convincing that the child will be in the background and say, "Mommy, I need your help," or something like that. And they solicit you to so extent that you do anything to help your child. Please do not fall for such scams. Please be mindful about what's going on in the phone world. I didn't know these things happen until I heard there's people calling you that you're being solicited by the IRS, and if you don't pay up, you're gonna lose things, and government, and I don't know what and what. But just be mindful, no matter what age you are, I know it's convincing, but now that you're aware, keep a better outlook. And I heard one time a lady was at the bus stop and somebody scanned their bangle on the lady and hypnotized the lady. Did I say that word right? And they cause you to lose your concentration, and you kind of do what they want you to do. So then they'll follow you to their house, and you open your door and you go into your mattress and you take out all your money and you give it to them, and whatever the case might be. So you never know where disaster strikes. Just be mindful of your surroundings and be a little more careful, because it's sad that a mother sitting right here has experienced this loss recently, because our Guyanese people pinch our little pennies just to save, and then for somebody to come and take it away from you. Maybe if she had had a Gurukul jug or stuff with that money, would have served a better purpose. But apart from that, we're very saddened to know that you've experienced that circumstance, our dear mom, and God will show you to get back the money. It's not about the money, it's about just be careful with your surroundings. And I steal that announcement from Bahan Vijay Manohar. She's supposed to say that. Lastly, as we are saying, Ban Renuka's family, her daughters are involved in the Christian church, and they know more about things that happens. Women don't only have to be in the house. Like once somebody asked me, what do you do for fun? I was like, fun? I don't know what that word is. I don't do nothing for fun. All I do is work all the time. So as women, sometimes we need to have fun things, because like we went to a painting class with Ban Renuka, and we all paint and we felt like a kid in a classroom. And when I was painting, I feel my hand hurting from arthritis, because I never raised my hand to do nothing like painting or whatever. So we need to go out a little bit more now. We don't have kids to take care of, and do something for fun. Her eldest daughter that could not be here today, Nalini and Derek, who usually come here quite a lot, they suggested that we share this raffle ticket. And this raffle ticket, the number that is on this ticket, 2 people have the same number. So when we go downstairs, we will communicate. Whoever have 2 numbers of the same, we are expected by next Women's Day celebration to do a kind deed to each other, who you have the number with. Whether, like one day I was talking about we go bowling at work for thank you and stuff. The lady I was talking to, oh, I always wanted to go bowling, but I never get to go because I don't have a friend. You can go to the movies, you can go bowling, or whatever you suggest. Call a person at sad time on the phone, whatever you heart pleased to do with each other. Do a kind act, a deed from now, and then we can hear about it next year, what that kind deed is, and it will make you feel better too. And if you and again, if anybody has, this Women's Day celebration is not a one-man stand job. I encourage everyone to submit suggestions or anything that you'd like to see improved, done better, differently, ahead of time, so that we can better manage and maybe have a better presentations and all that stuff going forward. And not only that, in the Gurukul on the weekly basis, if you see things that you don't like or you want to suggest, put it in the suggestion box. We will open that and we'll see, because this is not a one person's Gurukul either. But Krishan wants you to know that time changes tonight, so please don't come too early to Gurukul tomorrow. And yeah, hold on to your ticket and do a kind act for someone. And this is the end. We will have Bahan Sevika sing 2 verses of a song to wrap things up. We'll say namaste and we'll go down, and you have time to enjoy your dinner. Thanks to all the cooks that prepared the scrumptious dinner that we'll be having. And we thank all of you for coming here, and consider yourself fortunate to sit among wonderful ladies and spend this evening together. Namaste.
आजा रे परदेसी, मैं तो
पार ये अखिया तक गए पंत निहार आजा रे परदेसी मैं तो कब से करी सपार ये अखिया तक गए पंत निहार आजा रे आजा रे मैं तो कब से कभी सफार ये अखिया रख गए पंत निहार आजा रे परदेसी आजा रे मैं तो कब से करी सफार ये अखिया तक गए पंत निहार आजा रे
Thank you. Thank you so much, Bahin Savika. And that is a perfect ending. And I'd like to say a special thank you to this young man, we call him Siko, for running around and making sure that everything runs smoothly. Thank you, Siko. And now we can all head downstairs to have Assumption. Oh, before that, I forgot. Renuka would like us to collect RT in case anybody wants to donate anything towards Gurukula. And after that, we'll all go downstairs. Thank you all for coming, and it's been a beautiful evening, spending a few hours with all of ladies, gentlemen, and little ones. Thank you.